crikey, look at that. Good evening. My timer ran out, I didn't notice. How we doing? Doing alright? Sounds like my daughter's trying to come through the ceiling. What's she up to? Who we got in chat then? Steve, glad you can make it. And Steve, evening. The two Steves. Hope you're doing well, guys. Hope all is good your end. So I'm going to carry on with the Supergirl, I reckon. I've not been up to much during the week painting wise, although I've been painting a little Audrey too. You know, from Little Shop of Horrors. I've been having to play with that. Still got the mouth to do though. But anyway, I digress. So, last time, which was a couple of weeks ago, I think. Was I on last week? I don't think I was. But yeah, we were doing the belt, weren't we? That's what we were up to last time. So this week, gonna start on the skirt there, and it's not massively detailed, so we'll probably have time for the cape as well. So I've pre-masked everything off. All I've done is a bit of tracing paper just up here, and I've just cut it short of the edge, leaving it like 5mm all the way around, and then got strips of ultra mask. I just cut these strips and just stick them on there, just so that there's not a mask over the entire thing, and then as you peel it up you risk peeling some of it off. So I've only got like a 5mm border around the edge there that's actually stuck down, the rest is just tracing paper. It gives me a bit of security, you know. 2 weeks was it? Yeah. Are there other videos to this one? Yes, there are, mate. If you go to my past live streams, you'll see them all on there. It'll be on my YouTube channel somewhere. I think there's on my phone there's like a regular videos tab, and then there's a live tab. If you click on the live tab, it's got all my previous live streams. So airbrush is all clean and good to go. Let's get some paint going. So I'm just going to start with good old red. I found this one in a paint box the other day. Illustration Scarlet, which is a really nice red, and I don't know why it was sat in a paint box and not with my other paints. Who knows? But I'm going to use that today. Shake it down here, because if I shake it up here then it maxes out on the mic and probably blows your head off. 3 Steves now. They're everywhere. Now, do I want to reduce this at all? That is the question. Yeah, let's reduce it a bit just to help the flow. So I've got 8 drops of that Illustration Scarlet in my pot, and then with the trusty old 4011 reducer, I'm just going to add 4 drops of that, just to reduce it a little bit. Nothing major. I've stupidly worn really light coloured trousers today, so you watch me drop a load of paint on them. I'm just asking for trouble. Yeah, it's flowing nicely. Okay, so not very technical. I'm not going to flood the whole thing in red though, because my light source is coming from this direction. So I'm gonna use the white.
We got one!
I've got one. What did I get? Oh, Steve, thank you. Love you, man. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. I'm gonna have to come on your live streams and give you some money one of these days. I keep missing it because my kids work in the evenings, so taxi of dad is busy on a Thursday night just lately. Don't think I've got anything exciting to report since I was last live streaming. I've mentioned that Hellraiser bike I've got coming. The final design was okayed by the owner last week. What else happened? Painting that Audrey 2. Had my birthday. I'm now the ripe old age of 46. Physically anyway, not mentally. That was about it, really. My daughter started her GCSE exams. Bless her. So she's all stressed out to the max at the moment, poor lass. It is a really nice red, yeah. Yeah, Illustration Scarlet. I just found it in a paint case that I've got under my desk down there. I don't know why it stayed in there. If I had it out, I would have used it a lot more. Right, so see, I've gone quite heavy this side. You can kind of see it on the camera, but I've kept it quite light here because the skirt goes over her thigh there. So I'm just going to use this freehand shield, which doesn't have any of the right angles I need, so we'll get the other one. Here we go then, happy birthday. Cheers, mate, I appreciate that. Marvellous. That's a pretty straight line down there, so let's get the other one. Steve, that picture of your dad you're painting looks awesome. Is there any, like I say, I haven't been able to catch your live streams, is there any particular reason why you're painting it, or is it just something you fancy doing? Busy, eh? I said I love that picture of your dad you're painting, mate. Is there any reason you're painting it in particular, or just fancy doing it? I caught it while I was trawling Facebook earlier on. Because my Facebook decided to work today, because it doesn't work very often. Look, I even cleaned my stencil. That's serious, that is, when you clean your stencil. It got to the point there was so much paint on it, whenever I used it, it was leaving paint behind, so I had to clean it. I've been meaning to get started on that one for a while. He passed a year ago last Monday. Oh. Bless. Yeah. That's a nice way to mark the occasion. Not that it's sort of the occasion you'd want to mark, but you know what I mean. Is it it looked quite large. It looked quite a bit bigger than your normal canvas. What size was it, mate? It looked a lot bigger than a tiny little panel, that's for sure. I'm so used to seeing you painting like microscopic things these days. It always reminds me of I can't remember her name. Is it Lorena? Something like that. The lass who paints pens. Do they still do it actually? I haven't seen them around for a while. It was a husband and wife team, I think, who used to paint airbrush stuff onto like collectible pens. Just insane the level of detail they were getting on a very, very small canvas. 6x8. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, John is her husband in the same way. Yeah, it is definitely. I'll have to go look them up later after the stream. I haven't seen any of their work in a while. Probably due to the mighty Facebook algorithm. Wow, that looks so red on the camera, that's insane. I think my saturation is a little bit too high. Bring that down a tad. A3, that looks alright. That looks better. What's the name of their channel? I'd also like to check them out after this. I don't know if they've got a YouTube, but they're certainly on Facebook. I'll have to search for them now. That's it. Lorena Straffi. I hope I haven't just butchered her name. There she is. They've been going for years. I remember being astounded by their work when I was just getting into airbrushing. And that was long enough ago. When I was young. When I could airbrush for hours at a time without getting cramp in my hand. Kenneth, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, that was cool. Scoot. Just lay a bit more down over there. Wow, look at that. And for a change, I've just run out of paint in my cup as well. That never happens. I've always got loads left over. Okay, so now I'm going to need a slightly darker mix. So what I'm going to do is mix the Illustration Scarlet with a bit of Vascular Violet. So what we're going to do, let's do... do 5 drops of the Scarlet with 3 drops of the Vascular Violet. It doesn't go all over my fingers. Three might be a bit too much, but we'll see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? And that makes 8 drops of paint. I'm going to add 4 drops of reducer. Give that a little shake. I think I got some cat genes, caught some sun rays and got lazy. I can't catch sun rays. I catch fire. Always a being ginger. Look at that, shaking my airbrush up has made me reach today's step goal. Yay! Yeah, that looks good. Over here I've got, you can see just off the edge of camera there, I've got the colour I used to shade down her symbol on her chest. And this is a good match, because I couldn't remember what the mix was that I used. So we need to work in the more darker areas here. Evening, Mark. How you doing, mate? Now, what can I use to do that bit? Not quite a good fit. Sod it. Let's just freehand it. Excuse me. Is that coming out on camera? Focus. Cheating on the Fitbit. Yeah, you got it. When I've got a guitar to sand down, mate, my step count goes through the roof. When I do the lawn on my riding mirror, I look like a hero. God, I haven't got a lawn big enough to have a ride-on mower. I can use a strimmer for my lawn. It's so little. I brought a new strimmer the other week. It's got a metal blade on it. It's great. So far I've nearly chopped my toe off twice and I've removed the toe of my trainers. I was fed up with using that string stuff and it always breaks because I have an awful lot of weeds in my garden and a very large horse chestnut tree that drops all kinds of debris everywhere that just snaps the string all the time. So I thought I'd go for one with a metal blade and it's brilliant, albeit a bit lethal. I don't know what you mean, Steve. What other activity would that be? Shaking a ketchup bottle? Excellent. I saw a good TV show the other day. It's called From. Came out last year or something. We were just surfing the old Fire Stick looking for something to watch, and that popped up, so we thought we'd give it a go. And it's really good. Don't know if any of you have watched it, but it's well worth checking out if you're into horror, weird type things. Just finished season 1. We're gonna check out season 2 next. But yeah, it's really good. Go. I've missed you so much. I'm a follower from years ago. Hiya, Debbie. Thanks for following me for that long. Welcome to the stream. So you're from the good old days, are you? Back when I used to say for every other word at the camera. It's weird, when I'm live streaming I don't do it as much, but if I'm recording just a regular YouTube video, every other word is What's the plans for this picture when you finish it? There aren't any at the moment, mate. I really don't know. I would really like to give it away to my viewers, but YouTube don't let you do that because it's classed as a lottery, and there's lots and lots of rules about doing a lottery or giveaway on YouTube. The original idea for these live streams was for me to start up that you know, YouTube has a membership thing. I was going to do a membership thing where you pay like $1 a month, and then whenever I finish a painting I will do a little raffle and give it away to one of my members whenever it's finished. But you're not allowed to do that. They don't let you do it, so I don't know. It'd be quite cool to give it away. Watch this space, I'll let you know. I learned so much from your videos from my little water brush. Ah, glad my videos help, mate. I take it you're still airbrushing then, Debbie? Do you do it professionally or is it just a hobby thing? Oh, look, I've gone off camera and I didn't even realise. There we go. Oh, awesome. You were just getting into guitars. I cannot believe the control you have with string. So, it's just because I paint with slightly coloured water, that's all. I cheat. I reduce it massively. But then, of course, if you do that, you can end up with adhesion problems. So, I trade off the adhesion for control sometimes. Sometimes it bites me in the butt. That's not bad. Add a shadow from her belt. I got with a company that produced a rebirth of the marker air. I used to go on the road and do demo for them. Oh, awesome. That's nice. I used to do demos for Sparmax for a little while. Back in the day. Back when I used to teach airbrushing. Am I still using the same red? No, I'm not, Steve. I'm using... come on, brain. I've got 5 drops of Scarlet Red and 3 drops of Vascular Violet. So 8 drops of paint in total, and then I've added 4 drops of Reducer, so it's a red-purple mix. Now I've said that, I'm done with that colour. We'll just spray the rest of that in my little pot. Right, that's for the airbrush it. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Stop it, you're going to make me blush. Gotta go so careful not to get paint on these trousers. Treated myself to a new pair of trousers for my birthday. That's how rock and roll my life is. And then I wore them to work this morning and risked getting tattoo ink all over them. And now I'm wearing them during my live stream and risking getting paint all over them. Hey, I just don't care, me. Fly by the seat of my pants, that's me. Oh, jeez. You're lucky it's not smell-o-vision. My husky's got the farts at the moment. My eyes are watering. There we go, that's that. Right, so I think I need to go back with the just the scarlet red again. Gone a bit dark here. I need a bit more of a transition here, and it's, I don't know, it looks like there's a block here that's just lighter than the rest of it, so I need to darken up this a little bit as well. So going back to the scarlet. Yeah, cheers, Kenneth. Blame it on the dog. Yeah, it is the dog, honest. I'd go see a doctor if I did something like that. Something would be wrong. He's got Marshall, my husky. He's got a bad habit of going outside, and the aforementioned horse chestnut tree I've got out the back that hangs over my garden. It's huge, and he keeps going out there and eating all of the stuff that it's dropping. At the moment, it's just a bunch of blossom. It's covered in blossom at the moment, and he keeps going out there and munching on the stuff. And then he comes in all thirsty and drinks a gallon of water. And then he wants to go out again because he needs to pee. But while he's out there, he eats some more of the blossom. And then he comes back in and drinks a gallon of water, and it's a vicious circle. Eating that stuff has given him a bad gut. Just cleaning my airbrush. It was a little bit grubby. Do it nicely. Right. So a bit of the old scarlet red again, and a few drops of the old reducer. Give that a little shake to get my step count up even higher. Dennis, evening mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Right, so yeah, I've just gone back to that scarlet again. I'm just gonna, rather than it being a solid line between the dark and the light, I'm just gonna add some more of this scarlet just in there, just so there's a smoother transition. Just like that, and then darken down this bit here. Morning, Eric. I find it also helps to keep all your strokes going in the same direction as your cloth. I do the same with hair as well. So if I suddenly went sideways with my strokes, it would look a bit peculiar. If I keep following the flow of the fabric as I'm doing these like dagger strokes, then it helps. Yeah, that looks better. I'm much happier with that. So now I'm going to ditch that scarlet, what's left of it. Wash that out. Oh, I'll tell you what, these things are hard to come by now. These spray bottles, I had to hunt high and low for one of them. Was it last week? Last stream, my bottle broke. It sprung a leak down the bottom, but it was about 12 years old. So I was looking for another one. These are really hard to come by now. I would have thought old airbrushes.com would have it, but no. I had to use someone called Spray Guns Direct or something like that, but they were the only one I could find with it. Made me wonder if I should stock up on them or not. Still trying to get things sorted. You'll get there, Dennis. You'll get there eventually, buddy. Hang in there. Which gun you using? I am using my Awata Micron. Yeah, it's the old one though, not the what do they call them? There's a Chinese brand now. Can't remember what they are now, but this is an old one. Is the skirt all the same red? No, it's not, mate. So the base colour is just the illustration scarlet. That's the base colour, and then the darker tones is a mix of 5 drops of the scarlet with 3 drops of vascular violet in it, and that's all the colours that are in it at the moment. Takumi, that's it. What was the spray content, or just a normal plant spray? They say it's a 360 nozzle, so it'll work upside down and all sorts. I haven't tried it upside down, but it's got a nice, it's got 2 settings on the end. On the end here, you can have it as a focused like power wash, or you can turn it round 180 and then you get like a regular spray bottle pattern. But I like the little focused power wash thing. It's brilliant. Now, do I risk using black on here? That is the question. Or should I just go with the violet? Let's go with the violet and see what happens, and then if it doesn't look good I can go over it with the black. So now I'm just going to use just the vascular violet. And I've put 5 drops of that in my pot. I'm going to need a fair bit of control, so I'm going to add 5 drops of reducer. So 5 drops of paint, 5 drops of reducer, and it's just the vascular violet on its own. I have the Takumi and the CMB and scared to use them. Yeah, this is the CMSB, but it's from before Takumi days. I use this and a Harder and Steenbeck Infinity and H&S AL Plus. Those are my 3 main workhorses. Oh, that's really purple. Ooh. Is this gonna work? Let's try. What's the worst that can happen? Back in focus. That's cool. That's where I'm going to leave that, I think. I did, thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I did absolutely nothing. I just chilled out and yeah, didn't have any designs to do for tattoos. Well, I had them, but I took the day off. Nobody wanted anything from me. I just chilled out. It was great. Me and Bex went to Winchester, which is our local city centre, and just went window shopping. Like I say, treated myself to a new pair of trousers, and yeah, just chilled, which was nice. Made a nice change. Right, I reckon that's the skirt done. So what do I spray on it to protect it? We have a choice of Autoborn transparent sealer or that's illustration white. We don't want to cover it with that. On that one, the transparent base. The only trouble with the transparent sealer, it sets off my smoke alarm. So do I risk that? That is the question. Yeah, stuff it. So grab that. Come here. So the transparent sealer is really thick stuff, if you don't know. So I've got this old Sparmax gun. I think Sparmax. There's no make on it. It's like the TH2. You know what, a TH2? It's a trigger airbrush, but it's got the little airbrush connector on the end, and more importantly, a 0.5 nozzle on it. So this will go through it. They take a lot of planning those lazy days. They do. Yeah. Especially when you're a busy little bee like me. Right, this has got cleaner in it or something. Let's spray that through. Oh, this sounds like it's blocked. That might be why there was that might be why there was cleaner soaking in it. Look, a bit of the old H2O in there. Got a funny spray pattern, that's for sure. Yeah, that's clogged completely. Okay, change of plan. We won't use the transparent sealer. Pop that back down. There. I'll get it there. Which is just some transparent base that goes through my airbrush, no problem. Just going to use it neat as it comes. There we go, that'll just help lock that down, because I'm about to stick a bit of masking over it. Good old Wallace and Gromit. I haven't watched them in ages. Is that sealer quick drying? Yes, it depends how thick you lay it. But yeah, it's pretty quick drying. They say you shouldn't force it to dry. So just let it dry naturally without getting heat gun on it and stuff like that. But the demo I was watching, old Simon Murray, I think it was, over on YouTube, that was on a hard surface whereas this is paper, it's porous, so I help it along with a heat gun. But yeah, even without a heat gun, you could dry it off in a minute or two with the air from your airbrush. Obviously, as long as you don't slap it on. A little bit of heat. Okay. Still feels a bit wet, actually. You can always tell if it's still wet if when you've got the heat gun on it and you touch it and it still feels cold. That's better. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. So, do I just stick the mask down that I peeled off there, or do I be a good boy and use some tracing paper? That's the question. For speed's sake, we'll just stick the stencil, the mask back on that I peeled off of there earlier. Make sure we get it back exactly where it lives. Don't have to worry about that side too much because we're going to be working over this side. That edge there that I'm after. Just like that. Right, if I zoom you out, like so. Carefully remove this because this blue tape is really sticky. And then we need this bit here peeled off. Oh, Kenneth, I missed that. Sorry, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much. Where's my scalpel? See, you've got me all excited now and I've lost my scalpel. There it is. So I've already cut around the hand up there, I've just got to cut down her leg here. Being careful not to push hard enough to cut the paper, of course. Beautiful. And then I think I cut that out. Yes, I did, didn't I? Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm having serious problems with this bit of paper, and it peeling up, like the mask ripping it. So I'm having to go like really careful, and I don't normally have this problem with this paper, or Bristol board as it's called. I don't know what's happening. That means I've got to go extra careful when I peel this stuff off. Steve! There's another Steve! Evening, mate. Oh, Jesus, Marshall. I get one of those Glade plug-in things and hang it off your tail, I think. Yeah, see, it's just picking up like the surface layer and making it raise up. I don't normally have that problem with this paper at all. That's why I use it. It's good stuff. So it's really weird. My masking hasn't got any extra stickiness to it or anything. It's peculiar. Right. So we don't want to paint her booties yet. So peel this bit of mask off here. Put that across there like that. And just stick that bit over there like that. That'll cover it. What paints did you use? This is all done in Createx illustration paints, mate. He's been on the blossom again, yep. Annoyingly, he's come and laid down right next to me, so I get it. Full force. Isn't that right, Fluffy? Me? You're walking chemical warfare tonight, aren't you? Right then, her cloak. Now, question is, do we go for the same red as here, but then it will be a mass of red? Or do we go a bit darker? Because it is the inside of her cloak at the end of the day, so the light's coming from behind her on her left, our right, so technically it would be darker. Let's start with that scarlet, and we'll go from there. I won't leave so much of the white Bristol board showing through. You want to go out and eat some blossom, do you? Okay. Make sure you come back in when I call you. I'm watching you. So again, 8 drops of the illustration scarlet. Yeah, a bit darker. I was thinking the same, mate. That's a good point. It might have taken in moisture over time. Where do I keep it? No, I keep it over there by the door. Yeah, it's possible. It might be getting damp. That would be a bugger. Okay, so this is just that illustration scarlet at the moment. and I just won't leave much of the Bristol board, the white of the board, showing through anymore. I'll go a bit heavier with it and that'll make it darker. Up there is going to be really dark, of course. And also, if we make this a bit darker, then it will help the skirt stand out more. It won't get lost in a sea of red. Well, I've run out of paint. Thanks, change. And my watch battery's running out. It's all those steps I'm doing. Let's move this so you can see what I'm doing a bit more. There we go. Portal Jean, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. So this is where following the flow of the fabric comes in handy, because I don't have to worry about getting this all solid and the same saturation, because it looks like folds in the fabric. If you follow the flow rather than going side to side, it would look horrible if it wasn't solid and the same saturation all over. But where I'm following the flow of the cloak, if I have a lighter bit and a darker bit, it just looks like a fold in the fabric. So you don't have to be quite so anal about it being perfect. Marshall should be done by now. Marshall! Come on, puppy. In you come. Good boy. He actually came in when I called him, my God. You feeling alright, mate? You're not normally that obedient. Is this all on camera? Yeah, good. Goody, good, good. This is where having the whole thing masked off comes in handy as well, because I'm spraying quite far away to get a large spray pattern, which of course generates a ton of overspray. So if we just had a bit of it masked off and bits exposed, when you peeled it off you would see some overspray. Cool, 10 viewers on YouTube, there's a record. Hi everybody. Oh, the camera does that, don't worry, it'll come back. There we go. It's to stop my my sensor from overheating in my DSLR here. It restarts itself every now and again. So every now and again, I think it's once every half an hour, my screen will go black, but it will come back nice and quickly. Nearly there. One more little bit to do this bit over here. Yeah. Okay. You got that thing in your hand, yeah? Be careful, sweetheart. See you soon. Right, so all this lot of the cape that I've done so far, that will all be darker because it's the inside, but this bit here the outside of it is kind of folding over like that, so this bit needs to be lighter than the rest of it because it's going to be catching the light big time. And then we'll do a little bit darker just inside her hand there. Like that. And then we'll go for our red and purple mix. So I've got about 1 drop of paint in the cup at the moment. So 2, 3, 5. So again, I've gone for 5 drops of the Illustration Scarlet. I'm going to add 3 drops of the Illustration Vascular Violet. Like that. And 4 drops of the trusty 4011 reducer. Give that a shake. Okay, so this edge here, where the inside of the cloak starts, that's going to be really dark because it's going to be in shadow. And it'll gradually get a little bit lighter just towards this fold here. And again, there's a fold comes in here, so it'll be dark here, getting lighter as it comes here. Evening, Ian. All good here, mate. Hope everything's alright with you, buddy. While I'm here as well, do the armpit, because it's going to be really dark up there. It's going to be like the darkest spot of the whole thing. Shame what happens with Wayne's X-Wing, won't it, guys? Those who follow the world of Wayne. That sucks. I bet he was gutted at that. For those who don't know, World of Wayne is a model building friend of mine who has a YouTube channel, and he does these model builds and stuff on his channel. And he had a X-Wing from Star Wars. He's been building up bit by bit. Excuse me. Over over the course of a year or so, something like that. And sadly, he came home yesterday, I think it was, or today, and it had taken a tumble off of the stand, and yeah, it didn't fare well. Let's put it that way. Quite a few of us recommend he turned it into a crash scene. Yeah, definitely. It'll be a shame to throw it away. Even if it is beyond repair. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. Like, say, you could make a cool crash scene out of it. Slightly worrying though is, did the stand it was on fail? If that's the case, then is everybody going to have the same problem? Oh, it's the second time it's gone, is it? Oh. Yeah, is that just Wayne's bad luck, or is it a case of there's a design flaw with the stand? Slightly worrying. I've put all my part weeklies on hold due to finances. I've very kindly though, with Wayne giving me his Ecto 1, bless him, I stopped mine and I'm converting it to Ecto 1A from Ghostbusters 2. So I'm trying to figure out all the LED signs and stuff like that, and 3D modelling of different roof rack and stuff. I've also got to model a different rear bumper because that's different as well. Surprising just how much is different on the two Ectos. So I'm just using this purple red mix just to mist in a bit around here, although that's a light bit and that's a lighter bit here. I've misted in some going that direction, just around there. You don't generally see it as much, but it will help make the skirt stand out more. Just adds a little bit of subtle contrast without making it look like you've put a big bit of purple in the bit that should be light. Just misting it in carefully, you know. That's cool. And I just ran out of paint as well. Perfect. So now we're going to use the purple straight up. So it's the vascular violet. It was okay when it was live Thursday. Yeah. Really up the Ecto 1, managed to finish mine last year. Ah, you actually managed to finish yours. Ah. I got as far as starting the roof rack. And then Eagle Moss went belly up. I managed to get the 2 light bars, which I wanted to do because by then I knew that Wayne was going to give me his one, so I wanted the light bars to see how they did the rotating bit, because Ecto 1A's light bars has got 6 LEDs in it, not 4. So there's an extra 2 in the middle, and they're different colours. Was it something like red, green, yellow, green, yellow, red, or something like that? But yeah, I wanted to get the light bars so I could see how they did the rotating thing. So I've got 10 drops of that vascular violet and 5 drops of reducer in here. And this is going to be quite dark, so I'm going to be careful where I put this one. And we don't want to alter the shade of her cloak too much because it looks pretty good as it is. Just like that. I reckon that'll probably do that. Now the fun bit, let's peel all that masking off and see what it looks like. How are we doing for time? 20 to 9, cool. So peel that off of there. We don't need that one there anymore. Gently does it. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't stick that down too hard. That would have caused issues if I did. Good job for not doing next to one from GB3. Is that the girl one? We don't talk about the girl one. Nah, it's alright. It's okay. Kind of. Yes, it's Supergirl's dress and cloak, mate. There's her up a bit. Come on, camera. Hey. Let's peel all this off and see what it looks like. Go nice and gentle with the sticky bits, because we don't want to peel up any paper or anything. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Oh, Ian, thank you, mate. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, yeah. That looks alright, doesn't it? Not bad at all. Can't zoom out my camera any further. Yeah, that looks good.
We got one!
He did, and I'm very grateful. Cheers, Ian. That blue looks almost grey, doesn't it? I suppose you didn't see, I turned my saturation down a bit on my camera because the red was just too red, but that blue looks more grey. What's that do for it? Other than not a lot. Contrast is way up though. That's a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better. I had to get some Ghostbusters sound effects in there somewhere, didn't I? Astral Solari, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Get it in focus. Okay. Yeah, that's worked well. Not much of it is peeled up, which is good. It's good. So we've got her head to do, which I'll leave for now because I want this to look like, was it Linda Carter, the original Supergirl? So I've got to work on an actual portrait up there. At the moment it's just got a generic doodled face on there. It looks nothing like her. We've got the flesh tones to do. We've also got her booties. We could do her booties. What's going to be the best way of going about this? Probably just leave that mask on there. That's probably going to be the quickest way. So, I'll just cut out her boots. I think I'll do her flesh tones last, because I've got to draw that portrait. There's a fine line between pushing hard enough to cut the mask and not hard enough to cut the paper underneath. Or not push hard enough to cut the mask properly either. What I've just done. one boot. Really bad toothache, need a filler. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. That sucks. There's one pain I can't stand, it's toothache. I've normally got an alright pain tolerance, but toothache just can't hack it. Linda Carter was Wonder Woman. She was. You're right. Who am I thinking of? Who was the original Supergirl? No, I want to know who the actress was. Telling me character. Come on, who's the cast? Helen Slater. There we go. Why did Linda Carter pop in my head? But you're right, she is a goddess. Helen Slater. Must remember that. My sister's name's Helen, so you wouldn't have thought it'd be too difficult to remember, would you? I've just got some offcuts of that Ultra mask I'm just going to use. Just to mask off that bit of her leg. I need one more little bit. It's annoying. I needed a little bit bigger than that. There we go. Put it at an angle, that'll do it. Right, then cut out this boot here. She pops up in my head quite often. The only thing that's popping up in my head at the moment is that bloody song at the end of the Super Mario Brothers movie. You know, with oh, what's his face singing about peaches? Cannot get that out of my head. It's actually Jack Black that sings it. Yeah, if you get bored, Google Jack Black peaches. You're welcome. Now, did she have gold on the top of her boots, or am I thinking of Wonder Woman? Yeah, I've got Wonder Woman on the brain. Helen Slater, Supergirl. She did. She had gold bits at the top of her booties. Okay. So those bits need to be yellow. I didn't realise that. We're going to need a bit more mask then, aren't we? I've got to mask them off. Going to open it, Guinness. Do you often go through the paper with the scalpel? I can. I have done in the past, yeah. Not as often as you would think I would, luckily. But yeah, it's possible. I need another bit of Ultra Mask from my rather small roll here. Which has all come unraveled. Yep, it's a good one. Mario, Luigi, and Donkey Kong 2. Okay, that's the gold bits masked off. Shall we paint a bit of red for a change? What are we doing for time? Ooh, look at that, 5 to 9. Beard hair. Do you know what? Since growing this massive thing, I'm amazed how much it molts. I had no idea it would molt as much as it does. for speed's sake, I won't wash out my airbrush completely. Stuff it. So this is just the illustration Scarlet again. Hope you get cheese and crackers to the tea tonight. That's cake. Must have cake. That's how I keep this, you know. Right, so this boot is going to be fairly dark because it's behind her, so it'll be in shadow. And this side of it is up against this leg, so there's not a lot of light getting to this boot. Let's zoom out a bit. Taking bike out tomorrow for a blast through the Peak District. That'll be nice. It's supposed to be really nice weather as well. Ride safe. Watch out for all the idiots in those four-wheel vehicles that like to pull out in front of bikers and stuff. Can you see that on camera? You can't really, can you? Bring this down a bit lower. Get a lot of that. Bring this to light down. So I've shaded in the shape of the foot here. So obviously this bit's her shin, so that's basically a drain pipe that starts narrow here and gets wider as you go up. So dark area there, gradient to a light area there. But then this is the top of her foot because they're quite high heels. So done a little bit of darker there to signify the top of the foot, sort of like the ankle, and then darker bit there where the toes would bend up, and done a gradient up like that. And then again it's like a ball and a, how can you describe it? It's like a ball on the end there, and then a curved drain pipe there, and then a straight drain pipe there. So I've just shaded it with those shapes in mind. bit light though, so we need to go a little bit darker with that red. We don't want white showing through really. Here we go. I've got about 2 drops of red left in there, so I'm going to add 1 drop of the vascular violet. Get it all over my finger like that. Reducer, there it is. A little bit of reducer just to help the flow of it. Better. There's still red coming through, not the purple. Don't wipe your finger on your trousers, yeah. Nearly. Here we go. That's cool. I am happy with how that looks. Yeah, you look neat. I won't take that mask off. What have I done there? I've zoomed in. No. Here we go. I won't take that masking off yet because we've got the gold bits up the top there, but I think I'm going to call that tonight. That will do. So tonight has been sponsored by the colour red. Right then. So one of these cameras here. That one there. Here we go. So yeah, thanks for joining me again, and you all have a damn good week. thank you for all the super chats and the tips and stuff. But I really appreciate that, more than you can imagine. It means a lot, so thank you. And I will be back next Saturday, and we'll do some gold bits and start on her portrait, I reckon. So that'll be fun, doing a portrait that big. So yeah, you can watch me stuff that up. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Take care, and I will see you next week. Now, which one of these is it that I've got to go to? I do this every week, don't I? It's that one there. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye bye.